Hello there, this is Diana from It's About Time Now, and it's Sienna with me here today. Today we're going to talk about some items you're going to need in your RV, our top 5. We're going to put them to the test and see if you really need them.
Hi guys, it's Brad from It's About Time Now. So today's video is about the must-have items that everybody says you must have. The question is, do you really need to have them? We'll show you what we have purchased. We paid for everything in these videos. We have not been subsidized by anyone. So let's get started on what we consider to be must-have items or not. So the first item we have, and probably one of the most important items to us, is our Clam. This is our quick pop-up screen room that we carry. The downside is it takes up a fair amount of space in the basement of our little rig, but the pluses far outweigh the negatives. So the instructions say that you should be able to put this up in under a minute. Let's find out. Well, essentially, that's it. So it goes up just that easy and it comes down just as fast. Provides us a place to put our bicycles. We have screen covers that cover this as well if we want to stop rain from coming in and turn it into more or less of a tent. It was expensive, a little over $300, but if you're in an area here in Florida, mosquitoes are a real thing. So it's certainly a very worthwhile purchase to us. So that's item number 1. So item number 2 on our list is my Viair air compressor. I can't find any negatives on this at all. This actually saved our trip at least 4 times that we made across the country. The own tires without having to find somewhere to do it, and check your tire pressures every morning before you left made this unit indispensable to us. So this was the Viair air compressor. Everybody should definitely have one of these. Item number 3 on our list of must-haves is our hotspot. This is our Verizon 8800, and we are on the monthly plan. Most of you have heard of that. I don't even know if Verizon is still offering it. But a hotspot allows you to connect your computers, your phones, your iPad to the internet together as long as you have phone signal. Some other uses that we have for this are we leave it turned on in the rig. It allows our Govee temperature monitor to be able to reach our phones. As long as it has Wi-Fi service, anything in the rig that runs on Wi-Fi can connect to your devices if you're out on a hike or wandering through some of the parks. Is our Anderson levelers. These are quick and easy, and we use them almost every day out on the road. I definitely would say these are a hit and a must-have. I really can't find any negatives on these other than they're a little pricey to buy, but once you've got them, they last forever. And they're fairly easy to store as well. I actually keep them in the box they came in. This is the Garmin RV780 GPS unit. And overall, I'm pleased with it. However, I will tell you that it sometimes gets lost. It does not always perform the way we thought it would. You are able to enter your RV's height and width and length into it, and as well as your weight, and it will keep you from going down a road that your RV is not supposed to be on, in theory. It worked about 85 to 90% of the time. This is a unit I would probably reconsider. We do have, of course, navigation on our telephones and our iPads, as well as our laptop. But this unit's always on the dash, and we're able to use it for many different things. The unit also comes preloaded with all of the national parks and many of the campgrounds. Last item that we have is our tire pressure monitoring system. I got this particular one from Techno RV, and overall it's pretty good. There were some problems with it. The sensors are fairly large, and I did lose a couple of sensors on the trip. Most of the time it gave you the tire pressure and the temperature, which did give me a bit of confidence, especially when we were out in the middle of the mountains. However, when the sensor came off the tire very quickly, it did not record that. It was just by the grace of God that I had happened to stop at a park to let the dogs out and realized that one of my inside dually tires was in fact flat because it had ripped the sensor out of the valve stem. So this is a tricky one. I like it, my wife doesn't like it, so I would probably purchase it again. I still use this every time we move Gumby. It doesn't do everything I thought it should do. On a score from 1 to 10, I would probably have to give this a 7. Okay, once again, these were simply just some of the must-have items that we had heard about that other RVers had said that you can't live without, so we purchased them. Maybe they work for you, maybe they don't. I will openly tell you, I have a lot more items inside that rig than these, but I mostly consider those to be nice to have items, like our dash cam and our temperature monitor inside the rig and those kind of things, and our refrigerator temperature monitors and those items. But purchase what is important to you and make sure that you have a use for everything you're buying. There's no reason to store it if you're not going to use it.
There's another few items that go very well in our... The first thing is we have a portable battery operated fan. That is my favorite item in the Clam. And the second is our chairs. We have the strong back chairs, and a shout out to Hebert's Travels. They're the ones that told us about it. Okay, the bonus items are the strong back chair and the DeWalt 20-volt dual powered fan. Sapphire and Sienna and I agree that the fan and the Clam are on our must-have list. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We're currently working on our next video, and we invite you to come along with us and enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching. See you next time.